Okay, so what's up, fam? I wanted to just share one thing that I learned on set this week. I definitely feel really good to be able to share these because any chance we get, especially now, to be on set is absolutely the dopest. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. One thing that I definitely learned was to receive feedback, right? So I had a fellow cast member who was just a doll, and I'm really good with taking feedback. So that's important, as a little extra note. Be open to constructive criticism, positive, negative feedback. In this case, I felt like the feedback was positive. And so she was looking at a picture of mine and she's like, "This doesn't really look like you. You look a lot better in person." And I was like, "Really?" Like, I thought my little photo was cute, right? And it is. But what she was saying is, um, it's not that the photo was bad. It's just that it didn't capture my likeness. And that couldn't have come at a better time because I am about to update my photos anyway with a photo shoot. And that photo shoot, for one, so this leads right into what I would say about doing a photo shoot, right? Now, from what I've been taught and learned, you really don't need to update your photos unless you've had a significant change or unless those photos stop booking for you, right? So you want to definitely do an update, and just you want to be tracking, right? Because we are actors, and that is our business. And so because this is our business, we want to make sure that we are aware of what's going on with our business, which is our body, our face, ourselves. So if you've changed, if you put on weight, if you've lost weight, if your hair has changed, especially hair color, um, if you know, which you do, especially us as Black females, we love to change our hair. The person on the other side of that, I've been a casting director as well, being on both sides of the table, we want to see what we booked, right? And so, speaking from that perspective, it's like if I booked you with curly hair, you better throw that curly wig on if it was a wig, or you better wet your hair and let it curl up. Do whatever you do, but I want to see the person that I booked coming through the door. Because if I'm not able to do that, then if you come in with straight hair, um, and I booked you with curly hair, then I'm like you may to you may not look different because your face hasn't changed, right? But to me, the more different you look, the less likely I'm going to be able to see you as a part of the same thing I saw you in before. So, getting back to for what they told me, the importance was that now I can go to the photographer that I'm going to go to, and that'll be a different video. I'll maybe share with you what I learned during my photo shoot to upgrade my headshots. I definitely took a branding class before I booked my appointment. I got suggestions from my agent, and doing the photo shoot is a whole nother video, and that's like a process, right? It's suggested that you go through that process. So I'm like hot, cold, hot, cold. Anyway, um, for the photos, it was important. It felt good to receive that feedback from them because I was like, oh, okay, maybe the way I'm seeing myself isn't the way other people are seeing me, and that's really important because I'm selling this, right? With makeup usually, right? So I'm like right out the gate, like raw for y'all. Sometimes I show up done, and then sometimes I ain't. But I've been rocking like eyelashes for the past week because I was on set all week, and I'm cool. Like I just need for my face to just be my face for a little while. I need to just see my. So anyway, I thought it was really good information when you are doing photos. Please be mindful of how you are looking. What I learned, a little bit of what I learned in my branding classes, be mindful of what you are thinking. Pay as close attention and work with your photographer as best you can to get the look that's going to book you. So as an actor, you also need to be a business person, and that's important, right? So that's kind of what I'll be coaching my clients on. That's kind of what I not kind of that's what I coach my clients in, that kind of a mentality, and help them move forward in their careers. And for my own career, something that I learned from being on set is to receive and to listen to people, because after she said it to me, three other people the next day said the same thing. They were like, no, you definitely look a lot better in person. And I'm like, and one of them was a photographer, right? And he was like, yeah, I would definitely love to do a shoot with you and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I asked him later, I'm like, can you tell me, like, what do you mean? Like, how can I do better with making sure that the photographs capture my likeness? And he said, it's an eye thing. And listen, I'm an actor, I'm a casting person. I love locations and being in producing. I stay in those lanes because those are the lanes that I know that I'm good in. I listen to other people who are in their lanes and they doing what they're good in. God bless them. Right. And so I ask because, listen, I don't want to know everything. And so I'm telling you, speaking from a point of being on both sides of the table and from what I'm good in. People talk to you, listen to them, take that in, break it down to the best of your ability, and then ask questions like, hey, man, how can I get better at that? Like, how can I fix that? What he told me was, it's an eye thing. So what I'm going to do is take that to my photographer and be like, listen, these pictures are great and they are booking me because I do work, pretty steadily with the photos that I have. My agent is like, hey, when are you going to update? I'm like, I was already saying like, you know what? I need to upgrade. Right. And so I had to scratch and pull, y'all, because I'm in COVID too. Like we in a thing. All right. So I'm in this thing too. And so I had to scratch and pull. I pulled my pennies together and I'm going to invest in myself because I believe in my talent. And that's really, really important in this business, especially. I believe my talent will sell. And I believe that if you let me on set, I'm going to do you proud because I take class and I stay you know what I mean? The workshops and everything is so available, right? That's a different video. But anyway, I know that the photos get me in the room. So everything is online now. So, that makes it easier. But having those photos that capture your likeness is super important. That's my big thing that I learned from set this time, along with many other things. But I'll drop those videos because it's one thing that I learned at a time and I don't want to keep you. Thank you for watching. I'm Soko J. And my business is Jones Entertainment. You can reach me at Jones Entertainment on every piece of social media. And yeah, my information is all over. So come and check it out. And I'd be happy to talk with you and coach you further and start you into, your journey to being a actor who mostly wants their acting to pay their bills. Like, I want you to be a working professional. And that is that's the spirit that I coach from. Like, I start with, what are you trying to do? Yeah. So let's have a conversation. Anyway, that's my one thing. I hope that it can be your one thing and that it will help you as you go forward into your next photo session, taking your headshots, which is your calling card in this business. Take care. Stay well out there. Thanks for watching.